Hello fellas. Welcome back to Top 5 Choices. Today's video I am gonna do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best Samsung tablets, 2021. After doing proper researches, we came to the conclusion that meets the best in terms of overall. Kindly leave a like if you find this helpful, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use to for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. We'll be back with more videos. In the case of the Galaxy Tab S5e, Samsung has retained the high-resolution screen and premium design of the Galaxy Tab S4, but has gone with a less powerful mid-range processor, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 670. Furthermore, just one configuration is available, with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. The only option buyers have is between the Wi-Fi and LTE variants. Specification buffs might find the downgrade from a Snapdragon 835 to a Snapdragon 670 disappointing, and we'll find out a bit later in our review how much of an impact that has made in terms of real-world performance. Processor aside, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S5e looks good, is built well, and has a good set of specifications for a tablet. The front features slim borders around the 10.5-inch QHD resolution AMOLED screen, with just the front camera breaking the stark, featureless look. The tablet has a metal unibody and is just 5.5mm thick. The back of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S5e also tries to be minimalist in design, although its antenna lines do break the starkness of the metal back. Just like on iPads, the Samsung logo is reflective, and the single rear camera is in the top left corner, although the sensor sits in a larger housing and sticks out slightly. Charging is through a USB Type-C port at the bottom, while the power and volume buttons are on the right side. The power button doubles up as a fingerprint sensor, and the tablet also has face recognition for biometric authentication. Both of these work well. The fingerprint sensor is extremely quick and works with even the slightest touch. However, having the fingerprint sensor on the power button makes it a bit hard to reach, and the power button itself is a bit hard to press because of its shape. We usually found it easier to use a double tap to wake the tablet, and then let face recognition unlock it. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S5e has a total of 4 speakers. 2 are placed at the bottom and 2 are at the top, putting one near each of the 4 corners of the screen. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 isn't the successor to the Galaxy Tab S5e review, which we recently reviewed. Here in India, if you are looking for something more powerful than the Galaxy Tab S5e, the Galaxy Tab S6 will be among the very few options that you'll find. This premium Android tablet sports a 10.5-inch AMOLED display with ultra resolution, 1600 by 2560 pixels. The display has sizable bezels all around, which is acceptable considering the size of the device. You do need at least some bezels on a tablet to be able to hold it without touching the screen. Samsung has also added an in-display fingerprint sensor on the Galaxy Tab S6 but isn't the ultrasonic kind found on the Galaxy S10 series. Instead, it uses an optical CMOS sensor. You'll notice that this AMOLED display lights up around the fingerprint scanner when in use. At 5.7mm in thickness, the Galaxy Tab S6 is sleek, but its 7040 mAh battery makes it heavy at 420 grams. One-handed use is very awkward due to the weight and bulk of the device. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 comes in Wi-Fi and LTE variants, and it seems that the company has only launched the LTE option in India. Samsung has positioned the power and volume buttons on the right side, along with a microphone hole in the SIM tray which can hold one nano SIM and a microSD card. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 has 4 AKG tuned speakers, 2 of which are positioned at the top and the other 2 at the bottom. These speakers are loud, and the tablet has support for Dolby Atmos. There is no headphone jack on the tablet, and you don't get a Type-C to 3.5mm dongle in the box either. It would be best to use a pair of Bluetooth headphones with this device. At the back, the Galaxy Tab S6 packs dual cameras. The touchscreen supports a stylus, and Samsung does ship an S Pen stylus in the box. This stylus is much bigger than the one you'd get with Galaxy Note smartphones such as the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. The Galaxy Tab S6 Lite has a 3.5mm headphone socket at the top along with a secondary microphone and a top-firing speaker. The power button on the right can also be used to activate Bixby. The SIM tray is slightly lower and can accept one nano SIM and a microSD card. The lower right half of the tablet has magnets to keep the included S Pen stylus attached. This version of the S Pen does not have Bluetooth, like the one that comes with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6. The left side of the tablet is bare, but there are magnets if you wish to use optional accessories, such as a book cover case. At the bottom, the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite has a USB Type-C port and a second speaker. There's only a single rear camera on this tablet, unlike the dual cameras on the Galaxy Tab S6. There are antenna lines running around the top and bottom. The Samsung logo is smack in the middle of the rear, along with Sound by AKG on the lower half. In addition to the S Pen, Samsung ships a 7.75 watts charger in the box. The Galaxy Tab S6 Lite packs in a 10.4-inch TFT LCD screen with a 2000 by 1200 pixel resolution. Since it's not an AMOLED panel like you get with the Galaxy Tab S6, content doesn't look as vivid and colors aren't as punchy as I would have liked. Surprisingly, there's no fingerprint scanner. The Galaxy Tab S5e had a side-mounted one, while the Galaxy Tab S6 has an in-display one. You do get face recognition, though. The LTE model, which I have for review, supports 4G data connectivity as well as calling. Other connectivity options on the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite include Bluetooth 5, dual-band Wi-Fi AC, and 4 satellite navigation systems. You also get the usual suite of sensors. This tablet packs in a 7040 mAh battery and comes with a 7.75 watts charger in the box. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Fe looks similar to its pricier siblings, the Galaxy Tab S7 and Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, which is to say the design is heavily inspired by Apple's iPad Pro line of tablets. The all-metal body feels incredibly premium, and you can get this device in multiple colors, including Mystic Black, Mystic Silver, Mystic Green, and Mystic Pink, similar to the new iPad Air. Samsung sent me a Mystic Black unit, which looked more gunmetal than jet black, but I think it looks very nice and doesn't attract a lot of smudges or fingerprints. At around 608 grams, it is relatively heavy, making it tough to hold and use for long stretches of time. Along the flattened sides, you'll find all the buttons, ports and connectors. There are also exposed antenna bands along the edges of the tablet for LTE reception. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Fe lacks a headphone jack, which is the first thing I noticed upon examining it. Samsung launched the Galaxy Tab S7 and the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus at the same time. While the Galaxy Tab S7 is the successor to the Galaxy Tab S6, which I reviewed late last year, the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus pretty much reflects the best that Samsung has to offer at the moment. It has a big 12.4-inch Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 1752 by 2800 pixels and support for HDR10+. The bezels on the display are the perfect size, slim enough to look modern, yet thick enough to let you hold the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus comfortably without causing accidental touches. Samsung expects you to use this tablet primarily in the landscape orientation, and has placed a selfie camera to the right of the panel. There are 4 AKG tuned speakers on the Tab S7 Plus, 2 positioned at the top and the other 2 at the bottom, on either side of the USB Type-C port. The frame of the tablet is made out of metal and has a premium feel to it. On the right side, you have the power and volume buttons, along with a tray for a nano SIM. You will see a 3-pin connector sitting flush on the left of the device, with 2 notches for compatible accessories. Samsung did send me a book cover keyboard case, which fit this tablet perfectly. More on the keyboard case in a bit. You'll find antenna lines running across the top and bottom of the frame, which help the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus latch onto LTE. The back of the tablet is flat with only a dual camera module in the top left corner. A glossy patch extending below the cameras tells you where you can stow the S Pen. It stays in place using magnets, and is automatically charged while it is attached. The Galaxy Tab S7 Plus weighs 575 grams and single-handed usage would be challenging. Samsung has packed in a 10,090 mAh battery, and supplies a 15 watts charger in the box. Samsung has pretty much cherry-picked the best hardware for the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. Let's start with the AMOLED display, which supports HDR10+ and a 120Hz refresh rate. The display is crisp and has excellent viewing angles. You can also change the color profile and color temperature of the panel. I found that the display of the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus gets bright enough and can be used even when outdoors, though it is quite reflective. Powering the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus SoC, which is pretty much the most powerful processor for the Android platform at the moment. It's paired with 6GB of LPDDR5 RAM and 128GB of internal storage. You do get a microSD card slot, which lets you expand storage by up to 1 TB. There is support for Bluetooth 5, dual-band Wi-Fi, 4G VoLTE, and 4 navigation systems.